Hello everyone. Today we are going to look at why the sky and the ocean is blue. So it's a 2-in-1 research project. I am pretty sure that many of you have wondered why the sky is blue. Some people say that it's a reflection of the lake and ocean, and other people say that the color is decided by the wavelength and frequency of blue light. In this report, we are going to solve the case. By the way, I'm pretty sure we talked about this in our light unit, but I just wanted to get deeper into the information about this topic. So let's see why the sky is blue first. One of the reasons why the sky is blue is because of the color blue's wavelength and frequency. Blue light has a shorter wavelength and a higher frequency is the reason for it to scatter into the sky with oxygen and nitrogen. This process is called Rayleigh Scattering. Many people wonder why the sky isn't purple, since it has a shorter wavelength than blue, and also a higher frequency. We don't see purple as much due to the fact that our vision senses color closer to the middle of the spectrum, so it would detect blue more than purple, even though more purple is scattered everywhere. Some animals, however, can detect all the way to the ultraviolet section. Here's a picture of our vision sensitivity. As you can see to the left, blue is picked up more strongly by our vision than violet, making the sky appear blue to us. The EMR spectrum shows the color blue's wavelength and shows that cool colors, like blue, indigo, violet, have a higher frequency and lower wavelength than warm colors like red and orange. This proves the fact why it's easier for blue and purple to scatter more than red. Here's a picture of an insect that can see all the way to the UV section. If you can't guess, then it's a honeybee. So if honeybees can see all the way to the purple section, they might be able to see the sky as purple, or the whole world might be different to them. Sometimes I wonder, why does the sky turn into my favorite color, orange, at sunset? When I researched, I found out that when the sun goes lower into the atmosphere, the sunlight has to go through the atmosphere a lot more. This causes all the blue to be scattered way behind, and red with the longest wavelength might actually bounce and scatter with particles after going through a huge area of the atmosphere consisting of lots of molecules. That's why at sunset, we see warm colors like red and orange more than blue. The sky is going to turn reddish orange, but the color blue is sometimes also seen. This occurs because the atmosphere did scatter a lot of blue throughout the sky, so it has to be seeable somewhere. Red skies can also be caused by pollution, which is bad for the environment. So you should always look out for a blue sky. Now we're going to move to the second part of the research project. Now let's see why the water is blue. The cause of water being blue is related to Rayleigh scattering. Just to remind you, Rayleigh scattering is when rays of light, especially with a shorter wavelength, bounce off of other particles causing them to scatter. This is one main component of why the ocean's blue. When light comes into the water molecule, it doesn't just get scattered, it gets absorbed. For the water molecules, it's very easy to absorb colors that have a shorter frequency, meaning lower energy, like red, green, orange, and yellow. Meanwhile, colors with the higher frequency, higher energy, like blue, indigo, and violet don't get absorbed by the water molecules as much, but get scattered. And this is where the Rayleigh scattering takes place. However, as the rays of colored light get deeper into the ocean, they eventually get absorbed by the water molecules. Hence, the ocean is darker, deeper ends. There's also another minor reason that the ocean is blue. Is because it reflects the sky, but it's not the main idea. The main idea is the one I explained at the top about Rayleigh scattering and the water molecules absorbing the colors of light. Here's a picture of a light penetration chart where it shows how the water molecules absorb the different colors differently. So as you can see, the blue light colors penetrate through the ocean more deeply than other colors. So blue is more seen by us. In this PowerPoint, I hope you learned something because I learned a lot by researching. I learned all about the Rayleigh scattering and how it deeply affects the sky and the ocean being blue. I also learned that the water molecules absorb colored rays with less energy. I also learned how the sky turns red, also due to Rayleigh scattering. And additionally, I learned how our vision senses the different colors of light throughout the AMR spectrum. So I hope you enjoyed this topic as much as I did, and thanks for watching. And don't forget to stay safe and sanitized.